All right, here's a quick video review of a figure I picked up, Blockies. They are definitely making their way both in social circles and across Transformers fans. I've seen several people tweet about them. I was curious about them. I know they're starting to show up in some Walmarts. Unfortunately, not anywhere around here. This was... They're starting to show up at Walmart for like $4.97 or about $5. And for about $5, it's about the price of a Lego minifigure. And a Lego minifigure in comparison to this guy is about this tall. They are, for $5, totally worth the cost. For the $14.90 something I paid for this at a local vintage toy store that had some in, $15 is a lot for one of these figures. I wish they were easier to find. I know you can order them by the case from the Blockies site. I'd love to get my hands on more. I'd like to get my hands on an Optimus and a Megatron and some of the earlier waves from the set. Even this one, this was the last one of this wave. They had waves 3 and 4. There's several waves of these out. There's Transformers 1 versions. There's a version that comes with a core that lights up. There's Galaxy. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now. And again, a couple of waves of Transformers 1 stuff. And there was another one too. And then I think there's some movie ones. There's a lot of these available in different ways and shapes and by different means right now. This is from, I'm pretty sure this is from wave 4. It was the last box they had. I'm like, well, I can see who's in this wave. I'll take a chance. And I got the one I wanted the least out of the 9 that are available in that wave. Not the end of the world. They're blind boxed and there's not, as far as I can tell, any way to tell what's inside of them. But I'm going to open up the instruction manual here to show you, because they have the robot mode ones have a very similar core for most of them. But you can see some of the ones that are available in this wave includes robot mode Snarl, yes please, dinosaur mode Snarl. I don't know why I said dinosaur, like dino DNA. But this could have been either one of the Snarls and I'd have been thrilled. There's also Tarn, Shockwave, Nemesis Prime, Hook and Scrapper, Smokescreen, and Ultra Magnus. This is basically there's the same core component to the bodies, and this is showing you just basically how the different things go together for the parts that are different between each of the assemblies. But like, this is a really solid wave all around. Nemesis Prime is still pretty cool. He's still an Optimus mold. It's just of the ones that would have been available in this wave, it was the one I wanted the least. So of course that's the only one that was left. But that's just how it goes. He does come with a little sword. These weapons can come off. Like, you can pop pretty much every part of this thing off because it does come disassembled. You get to put it together like a model kit. But it's a pretty solid little kit. Like I said, you got the 2 weapons, a sword, a stand that kind of works like a Lego stand. You just plug it into the feet. But yeah, just a generic little stand. He also came with a couple of, I have them here, a couple of like Autobot and Decepticon symbols that I'm not sure where they plug in or what they're for. I guess maybe you could hold one. I don't know. They might fit in this peg, but they don't fit into the base at all. But again, you got a ball joint neck. You got ball joint at the shoulders. And there's even a ball joint inside the body. So it's a ball joint inside the core and then a ball joint in the shoulder. You got bicep swivel where it plugs in, a hinged elbow, ball joint at the wrist, a waist swivel, ball joint hips, a thigh swivel there, hinged knee, and then a ball joint down here at the feet. So really pretty posable. They're a little deformed shape. They're not like SD type. They don't have the big head with the small body, but they're not 100% like regularly proportioned. But fun enough. Like, if I could find these for $5, I'd definitely take some more shots on blind bags. And it's like I said, just that first wave is starting to hit Walmarts. Like I said, I'd love to get an Optimus and a Megatron, maybe a Prowl or a Jazz from that wave. I'm trying to remember who all is in that one. I think all 6 of the Constructicons are out now in robot mode across the waves that have been released. I think Grimlock, Slag, and Snarl have all come out in both their robot and dinosaur modes. So hopefully we'll see Sludge and Swoop soon. I assume that we will, unless they've announced them and I just haven't seen it already. But yeah, he does, like I said, this is the little baggie of the extra accessories. This baggie did not come with it. This was just a baggie I had sitting around that I stuck these parts into. But yeah, it comes with the fist hands. It came with, this is an extra little neck peg. It goes in up here to put the head on. And This, again, it's kind of transparent plastic because if you have the core lit up, you can light up the eyes and such on these things. He comes with the fist hands, and he came with 2 open hands as well that you can just, if you want, you can just swap off. Just pop the one hand off, pop the other hand on. Looks a little weird with that big gun there. And obviously, of course, the 2 weapons. But he also came with these a little Autobot and Decepticon symbol that I'm not sure what the point of them is, because the only place that I think this fits is in the fist. So you can just have them holding their faction allegiance in their hand if you want, although it is already very clear on the shoulders. And I will say, everything you see here is tampoed on. I mean, these might be stickers, but my point is, you don't have to. They come like this. You snap them. You snap all the pieces together, but all of the printing and labeling here is done for you. Like you don't have to worry about whether it's going to line up right. I mean, I guess you do have to worry about if it got printed properly, but they're on there good. They're not going to peel off. Like, I'm pretty sure this is all tampoed on. I don't think any of these are stickers. I could be wrong on these chest pieces. Yeah, the chest pieces look like they might actually be pre-applied stickers, but all of the teal, and it looks like even those Decepticon logos is all the other colors tampoed on there. And I may even be wrong about the chest. They just, at a closer inspection without getting a magnifying glass out, they might be stickers, but even so, they're very resilient and sturdy. So I'd have no problem, like, if I wanted to just be like, hey, you want to see this? Like, if somebody said I want to check that out, I have no problem grabbing this and throw it in my pocket as I headed out to meet somebody if they wanted to see one. But yeah, there is Blockies Nemesis Prime. Like I said, I think the line is super fun. Everybody has been telling me, I said, I got a Blocky today. And they're like, yeah, pretty soon you're going to have a ton of Blockies. I don't know about that. There are a few I would like. I would probably have more Blockies if I had more success finding them. I check my Walmarts 2 or 3 times a day. I look online to see if they're available yet in my store, because if you say, it says they're unavailable to ship, but it says check nearby. And and I've tried different zip codes from out where my parents are. There's some out by where my parents live, out on the other side of the country. I try random zip codes. I look up like middle of the country, and you'll find some Walmarts that have them in stock. So I know it's not just they won't show online even if they're there. And I often will, if I'm driving past a Walmart, I'll pop in and just look just to see. But I have not seen these. I'd love to get some at that $5 price. I'd probably pick up more than a couple. Hunting down individual ones, I've seen them for sale, like to get the ones you want. I've seen them on eBay for, again, around that $13 to $15 price, depending on which character you want. And that's a little bit too much. I mean, unless you just really, really love a character and have to have the Blockies version of it, for one special character, I can see paying that much. I'm happy. Like, I wouldn't have paid $14.99 plus tax or whatever it was, like $15.76 or whatever it came out to, for Nemesis Prime by choice. But it was the first time I had seen them in person at this. It was like a kind of a vintage toy store that moved locations, reopened here recently. We had some weird prices on some of their vintage Transformers, but they had some Dino Rider stuff and some old Masters of the Universe and Sectars and a whole bunch of boxed old toys and stuff. And they weren't all boxed vintage video games. It's a really cool store. And I don't begrudge them. I'm sure they imported these and had to pay a price on, tax on that. And I don't know that I'd spend $15 on one of these. $5, absolutely, because comparable to a Lego minifig, way better. Anyway, I've already been going on with this guy for 10 minutes, and it's just a little figure of Nemesis Prime. They're neat. They're fun. I see the appeal. If I manage to find my way to get my hands on some, if I walk into a Walmart and see the little display of them sitting there, I'll probably pick up a couple more. I'd really like to get both of the versions of Snarl for obvious reasons. See, that's the thing. That's the slippery slope. Because I really would, if I could have all 6 Constructicons, that'd be cool. I'd like an Optimus and a Megatron. Because, again, they have that same core body. I saw somebody a couple months ago on Twitter, or not on Twitter, on Instagram, had done the Skyboom. Is it Skyboom? The new image, Daniel Warren Johnson Transformers, where they had taken because it's universal pegs and ball joints, taken Megatron's arm and stuck it on Optimus. And in the blocky scale, it actually looked really cool. I'd kind of like to do that. So like I said, once you start going down that rabbit hole, like there's a lot, I'm like, I wouldn't mind having that guy. I wouldn't mind having that guy. Wouldn't mind having all the Dinobots in one form or the other. I definitely like Snarl in both modes. Jazz and Prowl, the Autobots are cool. Smokescreen out of this way, it would have been really neat. So then I've already can come up with a whole list of these I'd like to have. It's just, I'd like to, I don't know. I'd like to find them. I'd like to be able to buy them locally for regular price. I don't know that the way the ones that I really want are distributed across the waves. I don't know if it's worth it for me to spend $65 some odd on a full case of each wave to get the few that I want, because then I've got all of the Blockies, and I see the appeal. They don't take up much spell space. They're fun, but I just don't need that much many figures right now in my life. Anyway, there is Blockies Nemesis Prime. Like I said, if you find them in your Walmart, they're totally worth picking up one or two and having a couple of them. They're fun. I don't know that I'm going out of my way to get all of them. That said, if Blockies wants to like drive a truck up and drop 4 cases of them off of my house, I would absolutely go nuts on them, because they are pretty fun, and I'd put them all over my office at work. Anyway, take it easy, have fun. I hope everything's going well. We'll be back soon with something else. I don't know what else I'm going to shoot this week. Oh, we still got the Mega Box. This was the guy. If you watch my Agent Knight review, this is what I was forgetting that I had on my table to review. It was this Blockies guy. Anyway, hope you all are doing well.